Peace to everyone. Good morning. So, shout out to my brother Trey for kind of inspiring me to do this video. Basically, we're discussing the possibility of doing some Muscogee over the phone. Now, I realize that my Muscogee is limited, his is limited, and but what knowledge I have might be better applied to a video and as a study guide. And then from that point on, we can kind of train over the phone. This will kind of give me a chance also to do more research as far as, sentences other than the few that I know, like introductions and things like that. What clan am I and all that stuff. So I was over on Omniglot.com recently, and I pulled up a lot of these words. Now, I also kind of double checked some of it with the Muscogee dictionary, which doesn't have everything I'm looking for. There is information missing from it, but it's also good to have. There's a tremendous amount of information in it. Like, for example, Topolosko is a shield. That's a word I didn't really, we don't use shields anymore. We haven't used them for a long time, but it's still kind of cool to be able to find an archaic word like Topolosko. But that's less important for the sake of this video. I'm going to toss this to the side for a sec. So, we're doing the colors today. Now, some of these are words that I learned in Oklahoma, and I at least got a translation of some of them before I went to Oklahoma. And some of these are, again, like, Omniglot.com, Muscogee Dictionary. So, Jadi, or it looks like Jadi, like A is an A. It's not a strong J, it's kind of more like a Ch or a J. So Jadi is red. Jatosi would be pink. Jadita would be to turn red. Oak Jadi, or Oak Jadi, would be an off red or reddish purple. Now notice, the oak changes, you'll notice this repeatedly here in this video, that changes the type of color that it is. It's still kind of related to the color in question, but that prefix kind of changes it significantly. Now, yeah, this may be like a reddish or a purpley type of color, but then there's, and I'll try to pronounce this here, Buthkoma. It's like buth, th, okay? THL, it's like a th sound. Like hadam chi chatlis, okay? It's like a THL kind of, but it's not supposed to be a strong THL. It's like a click sound to the side of your mouth, which the old full-bloods can, who are native speakers of the language can totally do that. It's really hard for the rest of us to do that. I'm noticing, not just for myself, but for others. So, Buthkoma. Try and do the best I can. That's grape purple, okay? Then there's Hetki or Hutki. I've seen it actually pronounced both ways. I've heard it pronounced more Hetki in regards to people. Stahetki is it's white person or white people or white person. I guess the plural would be something more like, oh yeah, and pardon the blood, actually. Sorry about that. That was from my elbow. My son's been playing with my scab, and I wish he wouldn't do that. But I believe the plural of this would be Stahatgulgi. Okay, because Muscogee or Stamuscogee would be, Muscogee people or Muscogean people or something to that effect. So Stahetki would be, well, Hetki or Hutki, depending on how it's used, I guess. It's white. Sopahutki is gray or colorless or kind of a dull tipsy. Again, some of these, it's omniglot.com that's providing some of the direct definitions for some of this, but there will be some variants, as you'll see in a minute. So then you have, you'd think Oak Hutki would be off-white, and that is correct, but I kind of filled it in after looking at the Muscogee dictionary. That was missing from omniglot.com. Oak Hutwi, or Oak Hutwi, is a pale gray or off-white. So it's a slight difference. Oak Hutki, or Oak Hutki, or Oak Hutwi with a W. Then you got Lusty. So you notice I'm using the schwa and the little bar over the E's. I'm doing that on purpose because that helps. There's like little dots here. I can't remember what the dots or the bar are called, but I think the U-shaped thing is a schwa. Anyways, sorry, I'm a little bit congested. So lusty, like you're a lusty person, you know, well, lusty is black. Kind of like stalusty. It's spelled easty lusty, but you don't usually pronounce it easty. It'd be stajati, being red, stahetki, white, stalusty, black. Easty chopko is basically the Bigfoot, or the long man. So we tend to think of him as Bigfoot, but I believe it's more translated as like long man. And he's got some long junk, apparently, that he smacks against trees to scare off small animals. So I've heard. I haven't seen it. Most of us haven't. All right. So anyways, lusty, black. Oak lusty, dark gray or like a faded black. So again, oak. That changes the, it's still black, but it's like a different kind of black. Oak hutki or okhatki would be a different type of white. Okay, oak jati, different type of red. Specifically, it tends to make it more of like a pale version of the color itself. Whoop! Don't want to lose my place. We'll get into Lvmhe is orange. Lvmhe is also orange. So two different words, very similar, that mean the same thing. Lvmhe, this is where it gets so confusing. So it tends to mean green or yellow, but apparently, according to the dictionary, it can also mean brown. I guess that kind of makes sense now that I think about it, and I'll explain that in a minute here. But Lvmhe be green, yellow, or brown, apparently. Lvmhe, according to Omniglot.com, would be like, it'd be brown. Whereas Lvmhe would just be green or yellow. But apparently Lvmhe is green, yellow, or brown. Lvmhe is off green, off brown, off yellow in our dictionary. So when my mom would say simakalani or simakachlani, that means, she would say it means dirty pants. It doesn't mean pants, and it doesn't mean dirty, but it means you pooped your pants. So I guess it makes sense. I mean, I thought, okay, yeah, green, I guess green poop, or brown poop. Yellow is kind of rare unless you're a baby, I guess. But it all makes sense now. Simakalani. And I cannot find the spelling of simaka in the dictionary, or that, or I'm not finding it. It may be there somewhere. I need to maybe dig some more, but I don't think it's there. But yeah, simakalani, pooped pants. Just like chichibo fumbi means your butt stinks. Fumbi means smelly. Chibo means your butt. Okay, but that's not part of the color thing here. So, anyways, Lvmhe and Lvmhe. Then you have Holadi. Holadi is blue. Holadi would be like an off blue, a teal, or indigo color. Holadi chida, that would be to make blue. Kind of like Chadida or Jadida would be to turn red. My pronunciation kind of sometimes is good, sometimes it sucks right now. Part of it's my congestion. I apologize. By the way, I'll share a link for a video on YouTube that I've seen that actually covers some of these colors anyway, and then you guys can maybe get a better example of pronunciation. But I believe AC Blue Eagle, the artist, whose real last name is McIntosh, I'll get into that in a second. It was, I think his Creek name was Lvmhe Holadi, Blue Eagle. That became, he basically took his Muscogee, I'm sorry, he took his mother's kind of name or something to that effect. Something from his mother's, I think, Pawnee side. I think she was Pawnee. But he used his dad's Muscogee language to translate it, and then that became, in English, that the translation into English became his new last name. But he was born a Macintosh, and he's not descended from William Macintosh, but he's descended from Macintosh's like brother, I think. So anyway, Holati, Okolati, Holati Chita. Okay. Then you have William Macintosh's Indian name, Tastanagi Hetki, or Tastanagi Hotki. I want to say Hetki because when I was taught, Stehetki, it was Hetki. And I've heard my Aunt Arlene say it. I've heard Mr. I think it's Ted Isham at the archive. He was saying that as well, Stehetki. So I want to say Tastanagi Hetki, but it could be Hotki as well. So yeah, Tastanagi Hetki. I decided to use the hot just because. It means white warrior. I don't know if it's because he was half white, if it's because he fought in the American Army at one point and received a high rank, and was a good, he was good at being a soldier in the white ways, or if it's because being from, I think he was from Coweta, if he was from a white town, as opposed to a red stick town. I don't know. Those are questions I have. So yeah, Stajati, Stahetki, Stalusty, Istichapko. They actually pronounce the E in the beginning for Istichapko. I don't know why that has the E, but the rest of them don't, unless there's different dialects that do it that I haven't heard yet, because I keep hearing Stajati, Stahetki, Stalusty. So that's pretty much my application of colors. That's kind of the extent of my application of colors. I'm trying to learn more along the way. I'll share with you guys what I can, whatever I learn, and hopefully we can practice some stuff. And yeah, I don't really have much in the way of like insect names. I do know the names of most of the clan animals. And so that's pretty much what I got for you today. So let me know what you think. And I will check with you guys next time. And Mado for watching. And Hadam Chi Chatlis. Sorry, Hadam Chi Chatlis. All right, bye now.